Welcome back, Cal fans. I'm Natalie Gibbons.
And I'm Joelle and you're watching this week's edition of CalTV Sports Shorts.
Last week, the Cal men's swimming team went to Austin, Texas for the 2014 NCAA Championships, and they have returned to Berkeley with their third national title in the last 4 years, following NCAA crowns in 2011 and 2012. Freshman Ryan Murphy won another title, capturing the 200 backstroke, while sophomore Jacob Pepley was fourth. Other highlights were senior Jeremy Bagshaw finishing as the national runner-up in the 1650 freestyle, while senior Marcin Tarsinski placing third in the 200 fly. These boys have had a great success this year, and head coach David Duran has been named the NCAA Coach of the Meet for the 4th time in his career. Great way to end the season, Bears.
Here's the latest with Cal men's basketball. The men's team did not make it to the NCAA tournament this year, but rather participated in the National Invitation Tournament. They came into the NIT as a number 2 seed and opened with back-to-back wins over Utah Valley and Arkansas. However, in the Elite Eight, they fell short with a 67-65 loss in a hard-fought matchup against SMU last Wednesday. The Bears came into the match as a heavy underdog, but kept the game close with 7 lead changes and 4 tight scores. Freshman Jabari Bird had a big game with 20 points, while Cobbs had 18 and junior David Kravich had 12 of his own. Still, missing for the Bears was one of their best players, senior forward Richard Solomon, who wasn't able to play due to an injury. Unfortunately, the season ended with a clang when senior star Justin Cobbs' last-minute final jump shot did not find its way into the basket, instead bouncing off the iron as a buzzer sounded, a heartbreaking end to what started out as such a promising season for the team. And in other basketball-related news, Cal head coach Mike Montgomery, one of college basketball's all-time winningest coaches, has announced his retirement, a close to what has been an incredibly storied career. We wish him the best retirement and more success for the Golden Bears next season.
The California Women's Lacrosse team ended its 3-game East Coast trip with a 17-6 loss at Yale on Friday afternoon in New Haven, Connecticut. Junior Gabby Chrisman notched a hat trick for the Golden Bears. In addition to her 3 goals, Chrisman also tallied 5 draws, 3 ground balls, and 3 caused turnovers. With the loss, the Golden Bears fell to 2-6 on their season so far. It was a tough road trip for the Bears, but this next week is a big week for Cal Lacrosse. First, the Bears will host Oregon on Thursday, April 3rd at 7 p.m. in Memorial Stadium. That game will be broadcast on the Pac-12 network. Then, on Sunday, April 6th, the Bears will celebrate their 15-year anniversary with a pregame event at Lisa and Douglas Goldman Plaza, beginning at 11 a.m. Cal will then continue to host USC at 1 p.m. that day in Memorial Stadium. Best of luck to you, girls.
Cal Rugby, Cal's oldest sport, has long dominated the competition. But when they traveled to Canada this past weekend, they suffered their first loss this season to the University of British Columbia. The number 1 ranked Bears were defeated by 40-3 and now dropped to 16-1 in the season and 5-0 in the Pac-12. The Bears had beat UBC the last time they played on February 15th, 33-24. This past weekend's match was part of the World Cup Series finale, something the Cal men's rugby team has been doing for the past 94 years. This was the first time in 8 years that the Bears surrendered the cup. Throughout the game, Cal maintained significant possession, good field position, and were able to hold their own in scrums and lineouts to set up good ball service in the first frame. The Bears just never seemed to capitalize on their scoring opportunities. However, in the second half, UBC's heavy defensive pressure posed a struggle for Cal. The Thunderbirds had much of the possession and shut down the Bears. Cal's only 3 points were scored on a 35-meter penalty kick by matchday captain Jake Anderson, who had just returned to action after a 7-game absence due to injury. The Bears will wrap up their regular season on Saturday, April 5th at 1 p.m. against the number 4 St. Mary's in Moraga. So come out and support your Bears.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, sports fans. For CalTV, I'm Natalie Gibbons.
And I'm Joelle, and make sure to tune in next week to get your down low
for What's Up in Cal Sports.